Hello everybody, in this video we're going to be doing story problems and how they relate to equations and use simple equations to solve. So let's start out with this first one here. Saul earned $25 for painting his neighbor's fence. He spent $11 at the store and put the rest in a bank account. How much money did he put in his bank account? So we can set up the equation like this. He earned $25 and then of that 25 he spent 11 and the rest goes in the bank account. So of the $25, we're kind of organizing that into two categories of money. $11 that he spent and B dollars that he put in the bank. In order to solve this, we'll simply take away 11 from both sides. 25 minus 11 we see as 14. So Saul put $14 in his bank account. Let's look at this one. Baker has 10 cups of sugar to make cookies. Each batch calls for 1 1/3 cups of sugar. How many batches of cookies can he make? Okay, this is really a division problem, but here's the setup for it. He has 10 cups of sugar and he wants to make B batches, and each batch needs 1 1/3 cups of sugar. Alright, so we need to divide both sides by 1 1/3 in order to solve this problem. So we'll show that here. I'm dividing by 1 1/3 here, dividing by 1 1/3 here. That gets B by itself for a number of batches. Let me write this out horizontally. Might make a little more sense. 10 divided by 1 1/3. And then we'll write 10 as a fraction. Here's our division. 1 1/3 is also known as 4/3. And then in order to divide fractions, you change it to multiplication and flip the second fraction. Keep change flip. Notice what we have here. 10 times 3, 30. 4 times 1 is 4. 30 over 4, we can reduce that to 15 over 2. And then 15 over 2 can be written as 7 1/2 batches. So given 10 cups of sugar, each batch, B batch, needs 1 1/3. We divide both sides by 1 1/3. A little bit of work here to simplify the fraction and get it down, but it does come out to 7 1/2. Alright, let's look at another one here. Aaliyah spent $6.70 on 12 pencils at the store. Her cost included 46 cents sales tax. How much did each pencil cost before the sales tax was added? Okay, so a couple things we're going to do here. We'll set it up we'll set up the equation first. $6.70, how much she spent total, and that was 12 times P, the cost of the pencils, and then remember it says in the problem we also include a 46 cents sales tax. So here's the setup. 670 equals 12P plus 0.46. First thing we're going to do, subtract away the 0.46 from both sides. And then we have 6.70 minus 0.46, $6.24 equal to the 12P, and then we need to divide by 12 on both sides of this equation. That will get the P by itself. $6.24 divided by 12. Calculator says 52 cents, 0.52 of a dollar. 52 cents. Each pencil costs 52 cents. Let's look at this one here. A sailboat's sail has 3 sides that are all the same length. Each side measures x minus 10 units. The sail's perimeter is 63. What's the value of x? Well, a small picture of this. Here's the sail. each side is x minus 10. So that's an expression for this distance, and this distance. And says they're all the same. It's equilateral triangle. So if we can, instead of saying x minus 10, add 3 of those together. It's a little bit easier to say 3 times x minus 10, meaning that each of the 3 sides of the triangle are this many units long. And if we add them all up, or multiply by 3 in this case, we can set that equal to 63. And then we can solve from here. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is distribute the 3. And that's going to give me 3x minus 30. We're still equal to the 63. And then I'm going to add the 30 to both sides. 63 plus 30 is 93. We haven't done anything with 3x yet. X is being multiplied by 3. We need to do the opposite of multiply by 3. We need to divide by 3. And if we take 93 and divide it by 3, we're going to get 31. The value of x is 31. Alright, let's do one more here. Ronnie bought 6 ice cream cones for himself and his friends. 17 cents tax was added to the price of each cone. The total cost was $14.58. What was the price of the cone before tax? And what is the value of x? Okay, so a couple things here. Total cost $14.58. Alright, there were 6 ice cream cones, and normally we would just say 6 times x, but the price of each cone, x, we'll call it x, there was 17 cents tax added, 0.17. Alright, so now we're going to solve this equation for x, and we'll also figure out the price of each cone before tax. Okay. So, a couple ways to solve this. We could do the traditional method, and we could distribute the 6 to both the x and the 17, but I'm going to take kind of a shortcut here. Instead of distributing, I'm going to divide by 6. And you can do this with most distributive properties when you're solving equations. Instead of distributing, you can divide that number away. Makes it a little bit easier. And if we take in the calculator, 14.58 divided by 6, I think it comes out to $2.43. And then in order to solve for x, we just need to do one step here, minus 0.17. Quick plug in the calculator, 2.43, take away 0.17, $2.26. And that is x. Alright, x is the price of the cone before tax. So we answer both of those questions. With the tax, you just need to add both sides, add 17 to both sides, and we have that. So if you want to know the price of the cone, with the tax, $2.43, but before tax, the price of the ice cream, $2.26. Alright, I hope those problems were helpful. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.